All right, so today we're talking about anger. Now, I actually had a breakdown, or had a moment. I had midlife crisis moment, or what have you, whatever you want to call it. Not very long ago. It was very interesting because it was very how I responded was in a way that God had just talked to me about, and had me talk to the social media world about. And I turned right around and did that same thing. I'm flawed, people. I'm not making an excuse, because I did it because that's what I chose to do. Hurt a lot of people, hurt me. But the difference between some of us is that some of us will grow from it, some of us won't. I'm choosing to grow from it. So I hope that you get what I'm able to share with you on today, dealing with anger. Now, the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 29, talks about anger, and that's my scripture for the week that I've been focusing on. And it says that he who is slow to wrath has great understanding, but he who is impulsive exalts folly. All right. So what that's saying is that the person that takes a long time to get to a place of fierce anger, that person possesses immense comprehension and contains a very good enlightened intelligence. So if it takes you a while to get angry, sometimes you see some people, they angry just like that. But some people, it takes a lot for them to get angry. It takes a lot for them to show out, or to show their anger. And those individuals, they're blessed to be able to comprehend things. They have an understanding. They have enlightened intelligence. They know something. They know something that the angry man doesn't know. All right. So the New Living Translation says it like this. People with understanding control their anger. Very simple. People with understanding control their anger. So what is it that we're needing to understand in order to control our anger? What is it that we need to understand? We need to understanding either the issue at hand, or really understanding the issue at hand, or understanding the fact that we can't control everything. Some things are just simply out of our control. Some things are for God to deal with. And we just pray and control our anger. Now that part, we can control our anger. We may not be able to control the situation. And a lot of times that's where anger comes from, because we can't control something. It's something that we want to control, something that we want to be in command of. But it's not our place. So when we have understanding of that we can't control it, then we won't get angry so quickly. Now, the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 32 says, when I'm slow to anger, it helps me to understand that when I'm slow to anger, I win, I conquer. See, when I don't get mad too quickly, I feel good. I feel good about what's happened. I feel good about my response to things. When things don't seem to be the way that I think that they should be, but then I don't respond in a negative way, or I don't respond in anger, I feel good. I feel good about myself. Dang, I did all right today. I did all right. See, the enemy wants you to get angry. The enemy wants you to get upset and all bent out of whack, and wants you to put yourself in a position where God's unpleased with your actions. Because when we do that, then we can when he convinces us to do that, then we can be in the way or hindering our own blessing. So the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 11, In that scripture, it helps me to understand that the wisdom that a man has to not judge too quickly is what keeps him from being angry and wrathful and allows him to have a heart of compassion and forgiveness. So that's why we ought to pray for wisdom. God, give me wisdom. Give me wisdom, because if you grant me wisdom, God, then I won't be too quick to get angry and too quick to judge. And when I'm not too quick to get angry and judge, then I can have a heart of compassion. You know, I can understand where a person is coming from. When I can understand where a person is coming from, then I can forgive. And if I can forgive, then I can be forgiven. So God, grant us wisdom, Lord. Grant us wisdom. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 9, read that scripture. And when I read it, it helped me to understand that anger is just waiting for the opportunity and the approval. It's waiting for the opportunity and the approval to lash out. Don't do it. Don't give in. Don't give in to anger. It's just waiting. Anger is waiting, just saying, just let me at him. Let me at him. Just unleash me so I can destroy your life. Unleash me so I can destroy your family, so I can split your family up. Unleash me so I can cause you to lose your job. Act a fool in front of your bosses and these people that do matter at this time. This is how you get your paycheck. This is how you feed your family. This is how you pay your car note. But it's okay. Let's act a fool. You can get another job. Let's act a fool. Trying to deceive you, because that mess is going to still be on your record. When you get angry, that thought is still going to be in your child's mind when they see you act a fool. That pain going to still be in your spouse's heart when you've gotten angry and acted a fool. Anger is just waiting for the opportunity, and not just the opportunity, because it needs your approval too. It needs your approval in order to lash out and act a fool. Don't give it approval. Don't give anger in your life approval. It's there. We all have the potential to be angry and lash out, but don't give in. Don't give in to it. The book of James chapter 1 and verse 19 helped me to understand to listen more, talk less, and avoid being angry. Listen more, talk less, and avoid being angry. Very simple. Very simple. Listen more, talk less, and avoid being angry. All right. And those all go hand in hand, because you will automatically avoid being angry, getting angry too quickly, if you listen more. And if you listen more, you can't listen and talk at the same time. So listen more, talk less, and I guarantee you avoid being angry so quickly. All right. So, but he who is impulsive exalts folly. That's the second part of the scripture of chapter 14, verse 29 in Proverbs. But he who is impulsive exalts folly. So this is saying, on the contrary, the person that is swayed by their emotions promotes being unwise. Don't be swayed by your emotions. We all have things that happen in our lives, and we all have, the thing is, one thing that God blesses us with is opportunity. We have an opportunity. We have choice. We can do this or we can do that. The result is going to be this or that based on our actions. Based on our actions. So don't be controlled by your emotions. We all have emotions. Things just happen. Don't be controlled by them. So if I'm swayed by my emotions, I am raising where I rank foolishness. If I'm swayed by my emotions, I'm ranking foolishness up here. I'm ranking foolishness up here. I'm giving power to foolishness. I'm giving it power. If I'm swayed by my emotions and instead of what I know and that God is in control, that's what I know. But my emotions don't know that. My emotions have me running all over the place and acting a fool, and I can't control this, I can't control that. My emotions want me to be able to control something. But when I have the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding that God is in control, then I won't give power to foolishness. But when I'm controlled and swayed by my emotions, I'm honoring foolishness. I'm giving honor to foolishness. I'm saying this foolishness is the kind of character that I want. Y'all see this foolishness? See how I'm acting? This is the kind of character that I want. That's what we're saying when we're swayed by our emotions. God forgive me. Foolishness is the quality of my life. That's what we're saying. When we're swayed by our emotions, foolishness is the quality of my life. This is what I do. This is what I do. So the New Living Translation says it like this: a hot temper shows great foolishness. A hot temper, a quick temper, shows foolishness. Shows great foolishness. So understand that impulsive is to be short of spirit. To be impulsive is to be short of spirit, which is to be lacking God's guidance. That's what that means, to be short of spirit, lacking God's guidance. So when you're impulsive, when you just react to things, God. I had someone in my life that loved me. They used to always tell me about reacting to things. You react to things too much. You react to things too quickly. You react. I didn't know it then. I didn't see it then. I didn't understand it then. I didn't want to see it. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe I just didn't want to see it. But I thought my reacting was okay. It's not that I take that back. Maybe I did. It's not that I didn't want to see it necessarily. I thought that my reacting was okay. But now I see that reacting too quickly, being impulsive, that's not allowing God to lead me, to guide me. And that's why I end up in a lot of mess, a lot of foolish actions. So, man, this is 13 and a half minutes of just giving you all something, hopefully, that you can hold on to keep you from getting angry so quickly, to keep you from destroying your life or allowing anger to destroy your life. So choose this day wisdom and understanding over foolishness. God bless you. I love y'all. And, hey, continue to follow me on my YouTube channel. I am Uncommon TV. Have others to follow me. Send this to somebody who's dealing with anger, that you know is dealing with anger. Send it to somebody. Send it and let them know you're sending it in love. I don't have all the answers, but I'm a man that wants to be better. I'm a man that wants to be better. I'm a man that has to be better. I was just telling my brother today, my god brother T, that, dang, man, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got a whole lot of life left. I got to take these next 40 years, however long God allows me to live. I got to take these years and make sure that I'm doing right by God. I got to make sure that, dang, if God is real, I ain't got a whole lot of time left. I got to make sure that I'm being on point, because the longer we stay away from them, sometimes the harder it is to get back, because we're so full of stuff. We're so full of foolishness. So again, I ain't got all the answers. I ain't got it all together. But what God blesses me with, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share, because somebody else out there going through the same things I'm going through. And the enemy used to try to trick me into thinking I'm the only one going through this. Don't nobody understand. Don't nobody know what I'm going. You know what? Somebody does. Somebody going through the same thing. Somebody else is heartbroken, is hurting, is pained by their own life of foolishness and their own being swayed by their emotions, and they're tired of it. They're tired of falling and failing to their own emotions. Somebody just like me. God bless you. Love you. I'll keep you in prayer. You keep me in prayer.